Hi, and welcome to Namaste Nook with Suzanne. Are you ready for a little practice today? Some of the things that we've shown in this practice are highlighted in the small snippets prior to this video. So if you have a trouble understanding what we're talking about, what postures look like, go ahead and look at some of that little snippet before you start this video, or maybe just try it for once and then repeat it frequently just to get the terminology and to get the postures down. So you'll really feel what you're working with today. So let's begin in a crisscross leg position, facing any way you like. Just relax the shoulders down. We breathe in through our nose with our Ujjayi breathing. Inhale in the nose, pausing at the top, and then as you exhale, release the chin to the chest, letting the head become very heavy, rotating one ear to one shoulder, and back down, chin to chest. Don't forget about your breathing. Chin to chest and one ear, one shoulder. Dropping again, chin to chest. Now, before our journey begins here today, we want to be open to receive the gifts that we've been given. The gifts of peace, joy, wisdom, love, understanding, and self-control. And before we begin the rest of our practice, let's think about that meditation, or let's think about that intention we plan to sit for our class today. Now, as the head comes up, eyes are still closed. Inhale deeply. And as you exhale fully, simply open your eyes and get familiar with your surroundings. Perfect. Simple seated twist, taking one hand on the outside of that opposite thigh. We lift up in our chest and our belly, and we find that rotation. And we switch to the other side. So we lift and we twist. And coming back one more time each way, lift into that simple seated twist. And switch to the other side. This is your last time. So we lift to inhale and twist to exhale. And let's come back to the center. Let's prepare for cat-cow. So let's roll our body forward, coming to hands and knees into this tabletop position. Make sure you draw your belly button in, your knees and wrists are in line. And as we inhale in our tabletop or neutral spine, we exhale into our cat posture, exhaling as we lift, inhaling as we drop into cow, and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Good. Maybe you want to find some freedom as you move through this cat-cow. Maybe you want to create a figure 8 with your torso. It's a mind-body experience, so you have to put your mind and your body together. So think about it. Reverse your figure 8. And come back to the center, hands and knees in that tabletop position. Let's find our first downward facing dog. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, and shift your body weight to the back of the mat. Lengthening your sacrum toward the sky, bicep and ears connect, or at least close together, and your heels press toward the floor. This is your traditional down dog. Now, variations of down dog will come once you learn the basics. Now, as we look forward with our drishti or our eye gaze, we're going to float forward into plank. I'm going to start with a modified plank. In these postures, this down dog and plank was in that little bit of a tutorial prior to this video. So dropping down into your plank, knees to floor, top of the feet follow. So stay right here in your modified plank. Now, if you want more than that, so tuck the toes, lift the hips, coming into your full plank posture. Staying here, being strong, inhale and exhale. Now, from your modified plank and our full plank, let's prepare for chaturanga. As you inhale, ribs are close to those elbows, and we drop down, squeezing our hips, rolling the shoulders back for baby cobra. Now, note, you can certainly come from your plank all the way down into your chaturanga, into your cobra, either modified or full. Now let's press firmly into the mat and rolling that heart space up and off the mat, squeezing your hips, lifting your thighs up. Inhale, exhale. Let's go back to that down dog that we learned from our beginning of our practice. So settle in here. Inhale. Now from here, let's go into that tabletop with a little lifted knee. It's called a bear posture. So hold your knees off the mat. Shift your weight back firmly into your down dog. Inhale, we rise, looking forward with your dristi. Good. Creating a strong core, front, side, and back of the body. And push back. We have one more. Ready? Inhale, looking with your dristi, rise. Let those knees hover the floor right here. Drawing that belly button towards your spine. Now watch for your change. We're going to crouch back. The leg that's closest to me is going to take a big step. Now certainly help it if that foot and that knee needs a little help. You can also drop that back knee to the floor if that's a little bit of a challenge while it's lifted. Let's take a twist. It's a lunge twist. So reach up tall. Yes. Drop the hips low. Find that space. Create a moment. Inhale. Now here's your other option. This is what modified would look like. Nothing wrong with a modified kneeling twist. Lift up. Reach up again. Now watch for changes. Let's take that top arm back down. Now this is a new posture for us. We're going to take that back leg and we're going to crouch it like we did a moment ago. And we're just going to bring it up and around and have a seat on that heel. Now before you rise, make sure your feet are firmly planted. You squeeze your inner thighs together. And then let's come up. Then come up. Palms face forward. Shoulders roll back. Breath is full. Eye gaze to floor. Now if you find this a bit of a challenge to stay low, rise up. Now place the hands to floor. Hands to floor. Now let's come up into a variation of our wonderful pyramid. So lift. And notice it's a crisscross leg. So one is at a diagonal. Lift your sacrum toward the sky. Inhale to lift. Maybe let those fingertips graze the floor. Keeping everything straight. If you need a little bend in those knees for that hamstring, take it there. Otherwise, exhale to fold. Good. Inhale. And exhale. Let's rise again. Lift. Inhale to lift. And exhale to fold deeper into your pyramid. Take that soft knee if you need it. Inhale. And exhale. Now here comes your change. Place the hands to floor. This back leg is going to transfer from back to side. Here's your side. Feet are less than hip distance apart. Ragdoll arms, crown of the head toward the floor. Stay right here. Inhale and exhale. Coming into your ski posture. So unfold your ragdoll arms. Bend your knees. We reached back as we drop down. Now, as we move through this posture, think about reaching the crown of the head toward the opposite of your fingers. We're going to sweep the floor to intense. Yes, from intense to extended mountain. Yeah, palms come together. We reach up and fold into a little baby back bend. Now, maybe even a heart-opening posture. Lace the fingertips, press the knuckles to the floor. Inhale and exhale, tucking the chin in, rolling and releasing forward. So let's just roll back down to the floor. You know, we got two sides. Step back to down dog. Now you're going to repeat this posture, those postures, on the opposite side. So it's going to be on the back leg. Looking forward, we have to float to our plank. Rise, roll out. Now remember, you can always drop your knees. Inhale to chaturanga. Exhale to baby cobra, or follow into up dog. Pushing back to down dog, tuck and lift. Breathing into your traditional down dog. Looking forward with your drishti, we're going to come into those bear postures. Remember, we rise and we transfer our weight out. Shoulders, wrists, and elbows in line. Knees do not touch the floor. Shift back to your down dog. Inhale, exhale. Inhale to lift. Exhale to hover. Inhale to lift. Exhale to push back to down dog. Inhale to lift. Exhale to hover, drawing that belly button into the spine. Good. Now from here, let's crouch. So crouch. Your back leg takes a big step. Help it if it needs it. Now remember, you can always drop that leg to floor. Now let's find that lunge, twist, or that kneeling lunge, twist. Remember, you can drop that knee to floor. It's the same thing. It's just kneeling. Top arm comes down. Now, here's your change. Here's your change. This leg is going to crouch, sweep behind, and you're going to have a seat. Now, first get your posture. Plant this foot to floor. We lift up nice and tall. Shoulders roll back. Palms face forward. And we stay. Let's prepare for that pyramid. Hands to floor. Lift your hips. Notice that your legs are crisscrossed up at the thigh area. Both feet, both toes and knees are in the same direction. Inhale to lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale to lift. Maybe let those fingertips graze the floor. Exhale to fold. Here's your last time. Inhale to lift. Now, if you need to bend these knees for whatever reason, go ahead, a micro bend. Exhale to fold. This is your last time to fold. Now, bring your eye gaze to or through your knees to the back of you. Now, the leg that's in the back is going to transfer from the back to the side into a hip distance apart. And the arms are going to be for ragdoll. And the crown of the head is toward the floor. Inhale. Now let's prepare for that ski posture. Unfold the ragdoll arms, bend the knees, Reach and sweep those fingertips behind. Now remember, reach the crown of the head forward, pulling away from those fingertips. Drop to sweep, to intense, from intense to extended, from extended mountain into that beautiful baby back bend. From that back bend to a chest opening posture. Press the knuckles to the floor. Chin tuck to chest. Release the hand position and let's simply fold forward. We have a couple of more postures and we're finished with your practice only for today. Step back into your down dog. Heels to floor, tailbone to sky. Now the leg that's closest to me is going to lift up and we're going to bring it in, transfer it forward into a pigeon posture. Now remember, we talked about this on the previous tutorial. You can certainly go into a 90-90 with both legs extended to the side. Let's take a walk. Forearms first. If you want more, simply reach to hold. Inhale. And exhale. Gather those arms in. Push and help yourself up. Excellent. Let's just switch out. So just switch out into a down dog. Tuck the toes, lift the hips. Now there's so many ways coming out of that pigeon to down dog. I'm keeping it simple for today. And as you grow with me and in your practice, we'll add on levels of difficulty throughout. Looking forward, let's take that back leg, bring it in for your seated pigeon, just like we did a moment ago. So take your time. Now remember, here's your option. That 90-90 is always available for you. So take it if you need it. Otherwise, we're going to take this leg all the way to the back. Starting maybe with our forearms to the floor. Maybe even reach those arms long, dropping the forehead down. Walking those hands back in. That's your seated pigeon or swan. So let's just sit to the back side, gather both legs in. Find that comfortable position that works best for you. You can crisscross those legs. You can bring it into auspicious lotus. You can sit up nice and tall. But let's simply bring our fingertips into our palms as we lengthen the crown of the head toward the sky. It was a small, short video. If you only have 30 minutes or less, these are great for you. You get the practice, you get the education, you get to see me, I get to see you. That's the best part. So let's end with one prana, one breath. Release the hands from the thighs. Inhale, we reach. Palms come together. Bring the hands to the center of the forehead, releasing hands to heart. Namaste. Sealing our practice. Remember, your inward connection is an outward reflection. So let the people around you see the good things in you of joy, of mercy, of grace, of peace, but most of all of love. So I'll see you next time. Until then, bye.